Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Boom Goes the Dynamite. It's me, the Jerry G, Greg to some, Thunder Tits to others, but Mongo to you. Been bushwhacking since 92. And I'm joined today by my co-host. First off, he is one of our two double champions, current double champions, one half of the Are You Fucking Serious quiz champions, and the forever, never ever gonna change Intercontinental Champion of the pod, Matty Reigns. What's up, Matt?
What is up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. What is it? Battering down the hatches? Is that what it's called? Whatever the fuck they call it. We are preparing for the storm of all storms here in Louisville.
Y'all about to get it? Okay.
We are supposed to be getting basically a week's worth of rain starting somewhere around 9 or 10 o'clock, and it's not going to end until next week. So, we're supposed to be getting thunderstorms, rain, possible tornadoes. Good news is they've already told me at my job, you can come in if you want to, but if you want to work from home, you can. You ain't got to tell me twice.
I would have been like a fucking smoke, like a Looney Tunes smoke screen out the door. The second, if you want to, boom.
Like they sent that email while I was sitting up here in the living room. Yeah, I'm just when I work from home, I just make my living room my home office. As soon as I saw that email, I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll have to leave the house." I went to the grocery store, got a little bit of stuff to make sure. After we get done with this, I'm gonna go to the brewery. Even though I got beer stocked up, you can never have too much beer. So I'm going to beat this storm. I'm going to go out, get me probably two 4-packs, and have me a couple beers, and then get my ass back on the bus and go the fuck back home and beat the storm. Because the bad part about, since I've moved into this new apartment, the area I live in, literally just like maybe a couple miles is the Ohio River, basically. So when storms come in. It sounds like all hell is breaking loose outside when storms happen at this new apartment.
Shit. Jesus. Well,
Matt gonna have to get himself a boat.
Bad to say, brother. Like you said, batten down the hatches.
Museum. That is literally why this area is very boat centric. It's called Portland. Obviously, it was a port, so boats are very prevalent around here. So yes, I wouldn't. Don't be shocked if you see me on a boat just randomly. I don't own a boat. I don't even like being on the water all like that. But
he's on a boat. He's on a boat.
Man, I love that song though. Take a good hard look at the fucking boat.
Also joining us today, he is our street team captain. And you've been gone for a little while. You know, you've had a little other business to take care of.
Having new kids and shit.
Yeah. This economy? Shit.
All right. Let me do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Under the Ring Podcast proudly presents to you. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Boom goes the fucking dynamite. We got Mongo in the cuts. We got the final fucking Maddie in the cuts. The old man, regular somewhere. The teacher man is probably teaching somewhere. But it's the TITO. I am back for today on. I'll probably be on predictions tomorrow. But we'll see.
Hey, get on when you can, brother. It's good to have you back.
You got the excuse of all excuses. You have a newborn.
Yeah,
I'll be doing the predictions tomorrow. She's doing the predictions tomorrow. I don't give a fuck.
All right.
And she's up.
Also joining us, he is our other double champion, the other half of the Are You Fucking Serious quiz champions, and the reigning and tomorrow defending Reggie Simpson Memorial Predictions champion, Mr. Mike Ciampa. What's going on, Mike?
What's going on with my brothers? Tito! How's that beautiful baby girl of yours, brother?
Oh, she good. She chilling. She sleeping in the crib. I'm walking the dog right now. You know what I mean? Enjoying this little New York City weather before it starts raining.
Yeah. As always, man, shout out to my brothers.
What up? What up?
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Batty. Shout out to Cookie. Shout out to Kenesha. It's good to be a double champ today. It feels real good.
Yeah, don't get fucking used to it.
I've been used to it, baby. Hey, Mongo, I've been used to this.
Yeah, well, I got me some plans for ties and any other situation like that tomorrow. Don't you worry.
I bet the hell you do.
Everybody knows what it feels like to be a double champ, but only I know how it feels to be the OTC.
Yeah, somebody decided to give this asshole a permanent championship.
Yeah, that's all right. One day you're gonna see my ass.
That belt is not getting brought back.
I'm gonna steal it. You're gonna see me. We walk from my house down to Louisville, Kentucky. And you're gonna see me in the background just tiptoeing.
We're gonna see Matt's window creep open while he's on camera, and you're just gonna see Mike in a fucking ski mask. Just
Mike gonna creep up on you like Gunther did the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna see me looking like the Hamburglar Robin Matt.
Oh god, we got some stuff to talk about today, folks. NXT was last night. It's a pretty good episode. Something that happened, we all kind of figured was going to happen, with a certain championship. Two of them, really. We'll get into that. Before we talk about NXT and Dynamite tonight, there are some news stories we want to get into. First and foremost, Mick Foley.
Good Lord.
Mick Foley got in a car wreck yesterday. And have y'all seen the photo of the car?
Yeah, and he was with a minor concussion. Like,
okay. Listen, hold on. Mick Foley just did the Final Destination. It skipped him, and it got Val Kilmer.
Oh God, not. Well,
R.I.P. Val Kilmer.
Someone's got to go. R.I.P.
That might be why I might watch me some either Batman Forever or Tombstone. One of those two. I ain't watched Batman Forever in probably about 20 years. And that movie's not even bad. People just hate that.
I don't know if I'm agreeing with you on that one, Matt.
Batman and Robin, it doesn't have bat nipples.
That's true. It does not have bat nipples.
Like, that's the more horrible movie.
No, you're right. You're right. No bat nipples, no bat credit card. No, the Val Kilmer movie is pretty solid. It's not that bad. But yeah, so Mick survived, like you said. He said in a later post he had some soft tissue damage. But considering what happened here,
the amount of doo-doo
this is a miracle.
Let out getting hit in a car like that. I would not be posing in front of it like, yeah, look at me. I live.
I have never been in a wreck this bad. The only wreck I've been in was like the other car had it worse. You know what I mean? Like I've never been on this side of it. So
seeing that, I would be like, oh, somebody died. Like, honestly.
I'm not gonna lie. Because yesterday was April Fool's Day, I'm like, this gotta be a damn joke. That sound like the car. That looked like the car. You know his theme song?
Yeah, it looked just like that too.
That looks like how that sounds. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, exactly.
You clever motherfucker, you. But then I'm like, oh, that's real. Oh my.
Yeah. Don't know how the hell he. Luckily, he survived this one. Jesus Christ. Thank God, Mick. Man. Good to see that man come out alive on that one. That could have been terrible. We lost some other wrestlers recently, past few years to bad car accidents. So it's just something that we get a little worried about. So good to see Mick's okay.
Definitely.
Some other news that might involving, I guess that would have involved the police some. So also involves the police. I don't know if you know the name Chase and Rance.
Oh, I saw DJ Vlad called himself trying to get at Booker T for talking shit and put out old boy's past. I was like, oh God.
Booker T. Not only Booker T, there are wrestlers in WWE, AEW, and TNA that are all buddy with Chase and Rance, who owns his own school, I believe, in Florida, wrestling school. But he's also a sex offender, and he, I believe, he was on the registry in Florida since 2014.
Yeah, it was something like
it had to do with kids. It had to do with 12-year-olds, I think, like 12 and 13-year-olds. So it wasn't like it was like 17, 18.
Right.
No, this is a child.
Yeah, it was the nasty sex offender. Like getting put on the sex offenders list is bad in itself. But when it's revealed as to why you're on there, because you can get put on there for people talking about it all the time. We'd be like, you ever had sex in a crazy place? All right, go ahead and do it. You get caught, you're gonna have to register as a sex offender.
You ever been able to hold it and have to go pee somewhere and just get and a cop shows up? Boom.
You got to register as a sex offender because you had your dick out in a park. It don't matter if it wasn't around.
You laugh, Mike. I went to school with someone that happened to.
Hey, listen, I know
that man got on the registry the first year he got out of high school.
Like, what did you do? Man, I had my dick out in the park.
Oh, well,
you freaky motherfucker. Okay. What if I just had to pee?
And that's how that's where I've seen that happen, where a person was like, I couldn't make it to the bathroom. I thought they went somewhere and a police officer caught their ass, and then it's like you was near everything that was bad that could have had there. Like, well, it's children over there. You're near a school zone. You're in a school zone. You super got arrested.
Yeah, you're in a school zone. It's 3 a.m. Ain't no kids. It was too bad.
Too bad.
Yeah, I
have to take a piss, motherfucker.
But this dude, he did the nasty stuff. You out there messing with 12-year-olds, 13-year-old, 12. If they're under 18, nah, bro, that's a child. That's a straight up child.
Look, I've got my question that I ask if I'm ever around somebody I'm trying to do a little flirting. It cuts right to the point. Hey, do you remember where you were when 9/11 happened? If you do, you have a quick answer because everybody does. If they were alive for that day, they know where they were. Mm-hmm. And if not, get the fuck out of here and go away.
If they're asking you, if they ask you, were you around for 9/11? Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Don't disrespect me. Yes,
I don't care if they're 25 years. Nope, I don't know. You got to know that's my line. I'm sticking to my line until I die. That's my line.
Yes, I remember America when we used to be able to just walk up to stuff. I don't know why in hindsight, but we was.
I was watching this.
We used to be able to just walk up and look at planes land. Probably not the best idea. That's why 9/11 happened, because you could just do stupid shit.
Just do whatever.
I want to meet the pilot. All right, cool. No,
never again. And take your damn shoes off. I was watching this video. I watched this video last night. Red Letter Media, they like review old movies, and they're talking about the back of the VHS box, and it said they never thought it could happen. The terrorists finally attacked on American soil, and the guy goes, "Yeah, we never thought that could happen." Yeah, that shit happened. But yeah, so Chase and Rance, on the registry since 2014 for lewd or lascivious, I can't even say this word, battery of a victim between the ages of 12 and 15.
Oh, yeah, so he definitely messed with a child. 12 and 15, you only got two more ages after that. 13, 14.
That's how bad that is. Because when that shit sounds like Leviticus, it's like, oh yeah, that's bad. That's very bad.
I looked it up. I was like, I've never heard this word before. What does this mean? And it's feeling or revealing an overt and often offensive sexual desire.
Oh yeah, you're a creep.
That kid was like, get away from me. That's essentially what they said. No, you ain't supposed to like me. I definitely don't like you.
That is the original Latin word for creepy motherfucker.
Right.
There you go.
And it's crazy, right? Because I was on Threads, and I followed this indie chick. Apparently, she was in his school. She's been in his school for like 2 years, and she didn't know. And then people are trying to put out the rumors. She addressed the whole situation. She's like, once I found out, I left his school. She's like, and you guys are trying to say, hey, I had a relationship with this 45-year-old man. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's not, I mean, he's advertising it, so of course you wouldn't know. You wouldn't just know automatically.
Right.
You don't look up every person you meet. Hey, are they on the sex? Like, you wouldn't know.
Like for him, he could get in trouble because he's not revealing that to people, depending on the situation. Like some places, because I remember another showing our age. Remember at some point when those people would move into the neighborhood, they just moved into the neighborhood, but then they started sending you letters.
Yeah.
Like, this person is in your neighborhood and they live 2 houses down.
Right there. Yep.
Right. Like, Mr. Jason, you should already, I'm pretty sure that neighborhood you live in, they know what you are because they got all the letters in the world. So
that's why I like the new update for the Citizen app, because now the Citizen app and let you know when they're in your area.
Yeah.
As they should.
The fact that he's been able to get away with not revealing this, having a whole wrestling school and all like getting popular with getting like close with people like Booker T is bad on his part. Like I know he probably does because he knows what that's going to most likely. As soon as he says it, he knows some people are just going to be like, "Oh my goodness," as they should. Yeah. It's just like, dude, you need to be more truthful because now you're going to lose it all because you didn't tell the truth.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What state is this school in?
Florida.
I knew it.
I should have made you guess, but you would have known. You know
specifically.
If you would have said
Orlando,
Texas,
Florida.
Orlando. Yep, exactly.
Oh God! Because if you would have said Texas, I would have been like, "Damn it!" I would have thought you would have said Florida.
No, Florida, and yeah. So this happened in 2011 originally. And this kind of came up a few years ago when AEW needed to use like a ring in Florida. I think it was during the pandemic, and they ended up using Chase and Rance's ring, and it wasn't like a well-known thing at the time. And again, it still really isn't until like today. You're still seeing people that are going like, "Oh my God, I had no idea." The reason he got busted yesterday is because current per the Orange County inmate logs, Rance failed to report a change in vehicle ownership, failed to report internet ID, web page, or app name twice, and provided false registration info 3 times. So, like Matt was saying, just trying to not really say what you're about, and you can't really do that anymore once you cross that line. So.
Because at some point, either like I don't understand his whole logic behind any of this. You keep hiding it, but you want to you want to become known. If you become known, someone's gonna look into your history, and then it's gonna come out, which is what happened now.
The internet will find out. And then once the internet finds out, they do not forget.
Because literally all of this, he was an innocent. And I'm using the term innocent bystander just as a term. This was a feud between DJ Vlad and Booker T featuring Swerve. Booker T checked Swerve. Booker T checked Vlad. But Vlad is like, oh no, you remember back? So that little picture you tried to call yourself checking with me, trying to check me with, he's like, the dude you standing beside, why you hanging out with a pedophile sex offender? And it's like, oh
yeah, and people like Vlad, police ass people like Vlad, they're gonna dig up the unholy depths.
Because all the people in that picture, he was probably like, can't find. He probably looked at everybody in that picture and said, I can't find dirt on nobody else. Booker, we already know Booker been to jail. It's well known fact. He's been to jail. But that dude,
he's a shot for Booker, yeah, for sure.
Like Mr. Chasen was, I see. He probably put him in something, all his little tools. Was like, this dude a sex offender. But
Here's the thing. Here's how easy it was to even see his stuff. I Googled today, chasing rants. Nothing else, just chasing rants. You know what comes up first? The FDLE Sexual Offender and Predator System official page for his name.
And I bet you they have it probably with Google, and Google being Google, they work with everybody. They probably, if somebody's a sex offender, if someone puts your name in, the first result gonna be that sex offender list. It ain't gonna be your WWE roster page. It ain't gonna be your perfect attendance. It's gonna be, oh, you a sex offender? That's gonna be the first hit to make sure that is seen first, regardless. They probably have it set up like that.
The only way that motherfucker could have successfully dodged this is if he would have pulled a Joe Goldberg. Y'all seen the show You?
Yeah.
Joe Goldberg.
Yeah.
That motherfucker did all that shit that he did and wound up moving to fucking Paris and changed his name. That's what he could have done. That would have been the only way to at least attempt to escape.
Yeah.
Change your whole identity and get the hell out the country.
Yeah, leave this country. That's what he should have did. That's essentially speak. Well, he ain't a sex offender, but he on that list. He on that
It's
Marty, Miss Marty.
Yeah.
That's why he wrestles in Mexico.
Not on the list, but knows where he is and isn't welcome. Yeah, that's
right. And it's not. He ain't in no AEW. That is an elite. That is a member of the elite. If you remember him being part of the elite, cherish that because that never happened.
Yeah.
That's
when I was sharing that old thing about Gabe Kidd and Joe Hendry like doing Bullet Club stuff back in the day with What Culture. When they were fighting the Bullet Club, guess who was in that fucking match? Marty Skrull.
Umbrella.
There's a reason that y'all can't show this match. Shit. Ugh. But yeah, so it's again, this came up years ago when AW tried to do that thing, and they quickly cut ties with them and like, nope, done, out, like they should have. Unfortunately, some other TNA wrestlers have stuck by him, just like some of them tend to stick by just whoever they want, and they don't really, unfortunately, Moose is one of those guys that reportedly talks about the guy's school every now and then. It's like, just dumb decisions after dumb decisions, man. That's. I don't know about y'all. I went to school with 3 people that I know of that ended up being on that registry for various things. I have not said a fucking word to any of them.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Keep it that way too. Like there's been people that I've graduated high school with that have done some questionable things, and it's like, oh, you did that? Yeah, I'm Facebook friends with you, but I'm not about to be like, I'm not gonna reach out. We just Facebook friends. Like you crazy.
Yeah. Those people you gotta Men in Black them from your memory.
Yeah.
I know who they are, but I don't know who they are.
Yeah, exactly. But there's being real one, and there's no one to cut ties. I know a lot of people that have gone to jail or done other things, and they've done stuff. I have no problem with them. You know, everybody makes dumb decisions or whatever. That's all fine. That's life. But this stuff,
no. There's a certain limit to where it's like, all right, no.
Mike know exactly what I'm about to get at. Me and Mike stopped being friends with somebody for lying about their age.
It's such a dumb thing to do, man. Like it opens up so many.
He wasn't even talking to underage girls, but it was the simple fact of you've been lying about your age, and the girls that you're talking to are considerably younger than you, but you're telling them you're our age. Like, bruh, you're like dude was basically our age. I'm 37. Dude was 37 when me and Mike was 20-something. We're still in our 20s. Dude was already in his 30s, but he was trying to talk to girls me and Mike's age. Like, and he never talked. We didn't even know that he was older than us. He was always telling us, "Oh, I'm y'all's age." Then when we found out, it was like, dude, stop lying. Like, that's not cool. Like, you gonna get caught up. And he said, "Oh yeah, I won't do it again." He did it again, and me and Mike was like,
"No,
like,
no, absolutely not. Hell no."
Like Cookies said, "Thank you, Cookies." Ain't no reason to lie about your age unless you're trying to do some shit or you young and trying to hop on.
We think it. Cookies just types it. That's a fact. Even just like having like work people that you work with that are younger than you. Like I've met people that are like a decade younger than me, like working at different jobs, and we stay connected. I'm not going to their house on Friday hanging out. Right. No.
Like, yeah, like unless it's a group outing, like if the coworkers decide, hey, let's go to dinner or something like that, something that's appropriate, then yeah. But I'm not about to try to go to the bar with you. Fuck no.
Right.
The fuck we gonna talk about besides sports?
I damn's not gonna be talking about work after work. Hell no.
That's what the coworker that I always be talking about. I'll be like, what we gonna talk about? I don't want to talk about myself, what I like to do, because you are my coworker. You don't need to get that close. Like, you don't need to get closer than what we already are.
It's like I see you every day. I'm not trying to look at you on my free time.
Exactly. Like I get paid to look at you. Right. This is part of the pay. I'm off the clock. This is my I'm using my money to look at you, and I don't even want to look at you.
I absolutely got like invited to some person's like birthday. I was like 27 and they were 17. No.
Like,
no.
I'll see you at work.
Absolutely not.
I'll send you a. You know what? Thanks for the invitation. What's your cash app?
Exactly. Here's an Amazon gift card. Happy birthday. Don't fucking text me.
I don't know. I don't know how the license situation is in South Carolina, but in Ohio, if your license is horizontal, you are over the age of 21. If your shit is vertical, you are under the age of 21. With that being said, if your shit is vertical, I ain't hanging out with you. Oh no.
I didn't. Yeah, no. We have just the horizontal licenses. I didn't know that. We should have
thought
that.
Underage is like up. It's either this one or this one, and then when you become of age, it turns the other way.
Yep, it's horizontal.
Yeah,
we should adopt that. Yeah. We should do that.
Yes, South Carolina. Hey, it'll keep a lot of motherfuckers from getting caught up.
But I mean, hey, South Carolina's laws in regarding to age and shit is not exactly what it should be anyway. So they probably don't care. I'll speak on it. It encourages things, which I don't like. So
you know what, Mongo? I'm glad you said that because I forgot for a split second exactly where you're at.
Yeah, it's deep south, brother. Deep south.
The deep south, and think of people like Jerry Lee Lewis. Like, didn't he marry like his niece, his cousin? Something?
I think his niece.
Something that's like only in the south.
Good God. But yeah, so yeah, dumbass got busted doing for shit because he was a piece of shit and got called out on it. Good.
He gonna disclose it now. He got no choice but to disclose it because it's been disclosed for him.
Well, like the thing is, having a wrestling school, you have a lot of younger people coming in to train, I would think.
And if they're under 17, they gotta get a waiver. And then you start getting them a waiver to wrestle a pedophile.
Yeah, so, I mean, now for damn sure, can you imagine like a parent like, all right, well, you want to go wrestle? Let's look this guy up.
I can already hear my mom pairing my ass up now.
No way.
So, Matt, you had sat up here, had me waste my damn money, sign this damn waiver for you to wrestle with a man, somebody want to touch on children? I'm pulling you out that school now.
Mm-hmm. Gonna go in there, beat his ass real quick, and then my mom, Melissa, have little known fact, her mother's nickname was Trigger, and that shit didn't fall too far from the tree. All right, so that woman, that woman would have just had a body. It just we would have had to just deal with that. But I can't imagine. I can't imagine, man.
I remember my mom flipped her shit when, in 4th grade, after the school year, one of the teachers wanted to invite all of his best students over to his house, and my mom was like, "That's nice, you not going?" I was like, She was like, "I don't give a damn how good of a student you are," and he was in charge of the safety patrol. And he had
hell no!
Oh, absolutely not!
Hell no!
Nope, you're not going.
That, first of all, if you're the head of the safety patrol, that has creep written all over it. That has creep written all over it. That has, we'll give him a second chance, see if he does right. That's what that is.
And then guess what happened? A few years after I got out of elementary school, that motherfucker got caught for some shit like chasing rain.
Of course.
Mamas be right. Mamas be right.
Look, I believe in second chances for most things.
Yeah,
that ain't one of them. I don't think you get a second chance.
Let me tell you something.
But that's me. That's
it's
just
something.
Me.
Listen, it's always that mother's intuition. Mama knows.
My mom was like, I don't give a damn how good of a student. She's like, that's cool, be nice and all, but no, you're not going over there.
And before we transition, we've said this for many years on this podcast, and I'm going to say it again. Men, whether you are straight or gay, keep your dick in your pants.
It's that simple. It's that easy.
Keep your hands to your fucking self.
Justin Tucker.
Keep your hands to your fucking self.
Especially Deshaun Watson, Justin Tucker.
Yeah.
I think it might be too late for Deshaun Watson, but he needed to hear that advice.
He's gonna call himself in about 20 years. He's gonna be out there on that. He's gonna be preaching. I'm reformed. After it's all said and done, and he's gonna be able to talk. He's gonna be, I'm reformed. I found Jesus. I don't like to get touched no more. I'm married. That's why I got. When I got married, I was fixed, and I've been fixed ever since. Whenever he gets married. Yeah. Now Justin Tucker,
he's gonna be doing safety patrol. He's gonna be doing safety patrol. Watch. That motherfucker's gonna be doing safety patrol, and all the red flags should just pop on up right then and there. Like, yeah, you were kicking field goals. Now we're gonna be kicking your ass.
Can you imagine,
and now we're about to kick a yard in your ass?
Your kid comes home, Dad, I can believe it. NFL players coming tomorrow. Oh, who is it, son? That's great. Who is it? It's Justin Tucker.
Get my gun.
Son, what time is he showing up, and what does he drive? And like, brother,
that's when FTR gun shows up in your school.
Exactly. Hey, Cash will bust a cap. Cash will bust a cap for sure.
Cash Wheeler is on the scene, baby.
It's like calling the A-team, but
don't y'all forget. That was that was either Florida or North Carolina.
It was Florida. It was Florida.
Yes. That's what. See, that was what moved to Florida. Oh no, they touching people.
Cash is down there keeping shit in check. Could you imagine being in wrestling and being that kind of creep, and there's somebody else in your state in the same profession as you that also just happens to be known to keep that shit on them 24/7?
And flashed it for no damn reason. The person just cut him off. They did something just like minor, and he's like, "Hey, don't do that again."
And here's the thing. If you live in that city for a long time, that city gets smaller and smaller. That motherfucker knows where you live.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you're out there promoting your damn school.
They gonna show up at the school.
I mean, like most of those guys like go into hiding and try to go miles from where they live. This motherfucker, to make a living doing what he does, has to promote himself. And again, that requires
in which you have to touch people.
Yeah. In a sport also where for people to want to book you, they gotta Google you.
Yeah.
And again, like I said at the beginning of this show, if you Google his name and nothing else, the first thing that pops up is that registry.
As soon as he make the promise, I can get you booked. Bitch, have.
First of all, you know what's worse than a perv? A stupid perv. Because that's what this man is. Is a stupid.
I'm gonna get you signed. Ain't nobody like you, Mr. Pervert. How you gonna get me booked on the show? They gonna laugh at me because I went to this school. You went to the pervert man school? Oh man, you could have gone somewhere else. How much you pay for that? Dang, I see why you went there. See, probably you too. No, that's why you went there. And then you just looking like Jimmy Uso because you went to pervert man school.
Oh my God. Let's talk NXT. Pretty fun show last night.
With no perverts.
It starts off and no perverts that we know of.
Right.
It starts off. Excuse me. It starts off with Stephanie Vaquer coming to the ring with both belts, and then Ava's in the ring. Excuse me. And Ava's there. Steph's there. We're like, all right, it's happening. We know it's happening. It's time. Let's go ahead and take this belt off Steph. And the crowd, the crowd is already booing this decision.
And
like the moment
the chat last night, me and Mike were both like, I don't give a fuck what y'all don't like. This is my NXT. And the Heartbreak Maddie said it last week. Double belts. I said it before she even won. Oh no, she gonna have to relinquish one of those. Because in my NXT, ain't no double champs, baby. Keith Lee didn't get to do it, and neither are you, Steph. And guess what? HBK let you slide for a week. Raw paid him off and let y'all get them points. You got double points. And then Ava said, I got to listen to Matt. And she did.
Matt's trying to get third place. I had to do something last week to let that happen.
I'm just over here like, I know NXT history. I know wrestling history. If Ultimate Warrior couldn't be WWF champion and Intercontinental champion, and Keith Lee couldn't hold two belts, then Steph ain't nobody special. You can only
be a double champion if one of those belts is a tag belt. Other than that,
unless your name is Roman Reigns
or Roman Reigns, yeah. But so they boo, and not only just them booing. People online were like, I can't believe they took it away. You can't believe it. Like Matt just said, it's in the company's history. Outside of Rome, we don't do double champions ever.
And I called it right from the get-go. Like, if she's the double champion, you basically just put a stranglehold. You're just holding everyone else back, like Jada. Basically, the whole women's North American title scene and the women's title scene. And you're setting Steph up to get hurt if you're going to have her wrestling twice.
Thank you. That was the point I was going to make. Let's just use some common sense here. Like what Matt just said. You're literally killing your champion. Because imagine.
Speaking of, now that you mentioned that.
Like, that was the whole reason why we had to put two belts on Steph.
Yeah. Julia, according to Fight Select, it's rumored. We thought it was her wrist injury coming back up. Apparently, it might be an actual ankle injury. Was something she would have had done at NXT, not any of the previous shows she was at last year. So, yeah, let's not injure anybody else.
Yes, it was evident something was wrong with her in that last match. It was short. She didn't do much, and even leading up to it, all she did was promos. It's like, we know you're hurt because you don't do anything.
Yeah, I knew when she tried to do that running Meteora into the corner, and she like had a little kind of hitch in her giddy up.
Yeah,
something's wrong with her legs there. Something's wrong with her legs for her to not be able to run full speed. So that might be it.
Yeah,
Mike, like you were saying.
that NXT crowd was trying to make themselves the star of the show that on that. And it's like, nope, this is needed. Y'all, you can't have a double champ. It kills off half of your women's division. And the women's division and the North American title, that is the deepest seam. That is very, very deep. They ain't got time for Steph to be that, like to be the champ. She need to just go on and be NXT Women's Champion, like she need to be.
And you can't have your top woman defending both belts on a weekly, because you know what's going to happen? Her body's going to crumble like styrofoam.
Yeah.
It's like I said in the chat with Julia. That girl body made of styrofoam. Every way you turn, she's hurt with something. So you don't want that to happen to Stephanie.
And it's where it's so easy. It can happen like that at any point, which is why you don't want to double up your matches.
Right. Especially with the moves that she does. We ain't seen her do a spiral tap and all that. Like, and y'all want her to do 2 matches. All it takes is for her to be off her game in one of those matches, and then she's not wrestling no more.
Mm-hmm. Because imagine, because you know what would have happened? She would have got hurt, not in the NXT Women's Championship match. She would have got hurt during the Women's North American Championship match. And then you'll be like, oh, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. She got hurt defending the mid-card title.
Yeah. Hell, Cora just got hurt in a regular ass match with Jordan Grace,
right?
Like 3 weeks ago, before a title match. Like, and Jordan's not exactly known to be a stiff competitor. Like, that's a veteran in the ring. You just get hurt. It happens. It's not blaming it on anybody. It's just like it's a dangerous sport. Injuries happen all the time. Yeah. Chris Bay talked about it when he was talking to Van Vliet, that he was exhausted, and then he didn't think he was going to be having a match that day. He was worn out from the pay-per-view and the recent tapings. His body was exhausted, but then he saw he was wrestling the Hardys, and he's like, I gotta wrestle the Hardys. You gotta rest your body, man. Yeah. That's just how it is. Especially, and not saying it's his fault or anything. That's the way the sport is. Any sport, if you don't rest your body enough, you're going to cause problems. And if they had kept that belt on Stephanie and actually decided, all right, we're going to let her run with these belts for 6 months, she would be a wreck.
Yes. And we cannot go back to the olden days where these folks wrestled 300 days out of the year and depended and wound up being addicted to every drug known to man.
Yeah, and that's what they're forgetting too. Like, they're also, because NXT does do their little Florida loop, so they do their house shows and all that. She's still going around doing interviews and all that too. And it's just like, there's no point in her having 2 belts. Like, it was great. She won them both. She got to defend them both. She got to take pictures and all that. She made history. Now let's put the train back on the tracks and have everything going back to how it was just 2 months ago, where you had a North American champion, a women's North American champion, and you had a women's NXT champion, and they can coexist, and you might have a champion versus champion match every so often, but like, it's needed. This is what was needed. I'm excited for it. Hopefully, Jada can sneak her way into this match, because show won't be Lash.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's a good point, Cookies. Omega was 4-belt Omega. And then
had him as his guts was trying to not fall out of him.
His guts, his spine, his shoulders, his knee, like that man was falling apart.
And don't be out here looking fat and bloated like his buddy Coda,
golden lover.
The golden fat ass.
Omega out there looking in incredible shape, dying with 4 belts. Like, it's no reason to do that shit.
Coda wasn't. He said, "This is what y'all gonna get."
Y'all getting, Hey, look, I turned 40. Fuck it. This is what y'all.
He came out there looking like homeboy.
He came out there looking like Homer.
This is Ibushi. No, that's not. I don't know who that man is.
Homer Ibushi.
Who is this man?
Homer Ibushi.
Goddamn.
Beer belly and everything. I'm like, God damn.
Why you get off Coda eating?
You've heard of the Golden Lovers? This is the Golden Donuts.
Right. And the Golden Arches. That man was going. He knew they was getting Krispy Kreme before everybody.
That brother loved him some catering. God damn. Yeah. So they strip Stephanie of the title, and Ava says even Stephanie agrees it's not right for her to have these belts. And Steph said, "Yeah, I can't really focus on both divisions, so you might as well just give one up." And even the crowd was like, "Boo! Shut up!"
Well, she said she ain't got time to be defending 2 belts.
This crowd honestly pissed me the hell off this entire show, and we're gonna get into a later thing.
Like never again.
Yeah. Please leave this. Please don't ever. Just leave. Love God. Go somewhere else. So we didn't have any matches revealed for yesterday, and that's because half the show was qualifiers for the ladder match for the North American Championship at Stand and Deliver.
Right.
First match, Zarya and Lash Legend. And first off, again, let's just say it, Lash is gotten so damn good. God damn, Lash has gotten good. Looks good. Damn sure looks good.
She's well on her way to being my Bianca.
Yeah.
They have proven it week after week with loss after loss. Matt, get used to it. You ain't gonna see your girl with no gold until she is on the main roster.
Yep.
And I will just have to take that and love it. But I love seeing her wrestle last night. Like Greg said, she has gotten so much better in the ring. I can't wait to see her just choke slam a bitch at some point.
That's what I was about to say. Like they've allowed her over the past year to become a fucking powerhouse.
And that old, they talk about a lot of people talk about movesets all the time. She has built up a damn powerhouse moveset. If I've ever seen one. First off, got one of the best big boots in the business.
Yeah.
Man.
God damn.
Test helping her on that one.
Holy shit. She literally, you ever see that that photo and it's like some new wrestler and like, Masao, am I doing you proud? Because the guy used to beat the shit out of people. I want to see it. I want to see the same thing. It was like Laughs looking up at Test in the heavens, like, am I doing you proud, Test? Because that boot, she kicks people in the next week. Yeah. It is nasty. What was it that what's that guy on Twitter said last night? We need to get more power forwards in wrestling.
Oh yeah. Seahawk, he was like, we need more power forwards in wrestling. They're like, yes, we do. Yeah, that's why I was like, dunk on me, Lash. Please, like it's literally dunk on me. I don't care because it's literally you see why she was a top rebounder. She gonna block you out. You just gonna have to take it. Because what you gonna do? What you gonna do? She gonna get the rebound. She gonna box your ass out, and you done it.
She can block me out, goddamn. She can box me out, all goddamn.
Hey.
with that, good God, Lash. My God, man. My God, that woman, boy.
She ends up being the heavy against Zarya. Zarya has to play like the lightweight against her. Breaks out some Hurricane Ranas, tries to do some dives. It's not bad. Zarya cannot do the F5 on somebody bigger than her, though. Like
she did, as we called it last night. I called it the F2.5, and you was like lowercase f. I was like, yes.
Yeah. I mean, she barely got her over her head.
Because y'all were ahead of me on the stream. So as soon as y'all say, oh, she barely hit that, I was just sitting up here just waiting. And when I saw her hit that, she just kind of just went, I'm like, what the fuck was that?
You couldn't have split a piece of paper. You couldn't have slid a piece of paper between them on that one. It was.
I think it's like, the way she spins her. Like she needs to spin them the other way. It seems like it's more work for her to do them going this way. That's what it looked like to me. I'm like, that looks like it's more work.
That's what happens when you're trying to F5 Lisa Leslie.
Right.
It's also that is the case of she is just a damn. That's a big woman. You know,
Like, that's a big. Sorry,
not in a negative way. Just like she's big. She's a tall person.
Like I'm looking at that match, like looking at them two wrestle, and I'm looking at Lash. Loves me some Lash, but like every time I see her wrestle, it's like I see why you with Trick because y'all are made for each other. You two big motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, who else is you gonna match with in NXT? It ain't gonna be no Oprah. Oprah ain't looking your way. Trick and Lash, like no wonder y'all together. Y'all big as fuck.
They are big. They are behemoth human beings. Like just tall and just
big. Just tall, just in the way.
Just two big chiseled motherfuckers. It's like
they're big and they're just athletic as fuck. Like they're just like athletic, just built.
Marvels. Athletic marvels. That's
of course
what like good God. Like their offspring. Oh my God.
Oh my good Lord.
Like I see the whole fucking team. Like, she likes to cook. Thank God she likes to cook. And then it's like I love to see you cook. Because you gotta be able to cook for both of y'all's asses. Y'all demolishing.
You know they're carbo loading like nobody else.
And to Mongo's point about that big boo, you know why she's kicking bitches in the next week? Because she has the same shoe size as Trick. They share shoes, okay?
Mike's joke. Mike, y'all think Mike's joking? We've seen the Instagram post. That's the same. That's the same size.
They have the same size. Like I said, these are two just marvels of human beings.
Like Bianca and Montez make perfect sense. Like you can't think of no one else with Bianca besides Montez. Yeah. I can't think of no one else with Lash but Trick. Like
you know okay. What? Speaking of those two, I used to think the exact same thing, like two Marvel human beings. But they're miniature compared to fucking life.
That's things like they're the next size up. Yeah, exactly. Like we talk about Jade and Bianca being like this Amazons, that's like built from granite. Lash is just the next step up. But Lash loses to Zarya. Zarya gets into the ladder match. It's unfortunate that Lash isn't in this because again, she's just had a hell of a 2024 and 2025.
It's all right.
Zarya has to get a fucking win though, because they hadn't done shit with her since they signed her.
It pissed me off. I told you how I felt about Zarya. Like when Zarya comes out, I always have to be on the edge of my seat because it's like, oh, it's Zarya, or is this Soul too? Because if it's Soul, then like, oh, it's Soul. Like, oh, yay, Soul. So when they came out, and sure enough, here I am. I'm like, oh, it's Soul. What up, Soul? What up with your little baby doe self? What up? Like,
and
I
Soul,
can't take you seriously.
Later on, we learn Soul is also in the ladder match or in the qualifiers. She'll wrestle next week, and she's talking to Zarya, and she said, "You're going to be in the qualifier." And she said, "Yeah, you and me together in the ladder match." Zaruka, and Zarya goes, "Zaruka." I went in the chat and I said, "Who?" I said, "Who is coming up with these tag names?"
I got the flu, y'all. I got a fever, and it's only one thing that can fix it. I need more Zaruka. No, I don't. Damn. I only need more. Should have got that.
Should have got that Zaruka B shot, man. That really would have saved.
Yeah, Zaruka. Yeah, that either sounds like a laxative or that sounds like similar to ashwagandha. Like you need that to calm your nerves down. You take some of this Zaruka.
That's the newest drug. That's gonna have a jingle like, Zambic.
That's exactly what Zaruka sounds like. Ozempic.
Roxanne and Kalani talk backstage. They're going to be in a match tonight for a qualifier. Gray had a great match. Great match. Kalani, good Lord, rising up.
My baby. I'm so proud of my baby. I can get I finally have started to see what Mike sees now. I don't like her like Mike like her. Still my baby. But I do see how she looks like an older Maya.
Yeah, like, listen, like
it's the way that we all have somebody in wrestling that we treat like Arya from Game of Thrones. We're like, get your fucking clothes back on. What are you doing?
And
Listen,
that like
you all got
that's
somebody.
like Kalani is the jewel of my angel. That's my baby. Yeah, Mike can love her all he wants. I just ignore it. I'm like, that's my baby.
Right now. I'm telling you right now, it may have been about late summer, early fall. I just happened to look up and I'm like, whoa, Kalani, where'd you get those? Wait a minute. It just sprouted out of nowhere. I'm just like, she didn't got her grown woman body now. I'm like, God, because I used to look at Kalani like, oh, she fine, but she just look cute, Kalani. Now, man, hey, Mello, you been putting in work, boy. Mello been
I'm just glad that
says y'all damn should be treating someone like y'all's kids.
Hey, Kalani is basically that's my daughter that ain't my daughter. But everybody else on Maddie's Angels, oh no, I love them, but Kalani number one. I ain't gonna be chasing after her. I'm gonna be making sure she's protected. Jada and Lash, oh, those are I'll go to war for them. One of them gotta win a belt. And I know it ain't about to be Lash. Yeah. I need one
Jada
of them.
damn sure better win something. I mean, Jesus.
Kalani is the only person in Maddie's Angels that has won a belt. Everybody else is
I was listening to Alvarez earlier today on the Observer radio. And I was like, I wonder if anybody like cares about Jada the way like our chat does. Because we're all like, where the fuck is Jada's belt? And he was talking like, this whole crowd loves Jada. Just do something with Jada. Like, oh, it's not just us. Okay, it's not just us. It's not just us.
Right. Like, thank you. It's not like we are Jada stans, okay? She had the whole stan section, okay? Like, and if you look on Instagram, you see a lot of people, a lot of men post about Jada like, God damn. Like I saw someone say, I got back into wrestling because he saw Miss Parker. Like that woman.
Like there's a reason for every person I like. As Maddie's Angels, there's a reason I like all of them. Like Jasmine, it's the Pele kick. She's a former soccer player. That Pele kick is awesome and cool as shit. It's really cool. I love to see her do it. It's up there with AJ, in my opinion, as a good Pele kick. Jada, I love her because simple fact, she knows that she got a fat ass. She doesn't shy away from the fact that she got the fat ass. She uses all of her assets to her advantage, and she uses it in naming her moves. Like she's just not acting stupid and be like, I don't know how that got there. No, she's running people over with it. Like Jordan Grace learned last week.
and the thing, another thing, other than those assets, men, we love a fine ass woman who can talk shit.
And Jada has always been able to talk shit. She's always been able to talk shit. Those two got me hooked because they were able to talk. It's just like seeing two girls walking up and down the road, walking down your neighborhood when you were a kid as a teenager. They just talking shit, and you see that like, oh, I know this. This is cool. Y'all got that. Y'all just need to learn how to wrestle now. Mm-hmm. And then Kalani, she was able to wrestle. But the way they always presented her, like, oh, she's a sweet girl next door. I'm like, oh, it's my baby. That's like that. She could be like my niece. And she kept losing. Now she won that belt. Started getting her grown woman body. She started hanging out with Mello and Trick, hanging out with the cousins. And she finally starting to rub off, telling them, hey, y'all need to shut up with that. I'm tired of y'all treating me like a little girl. I ain't no little girl. And there you have it. Like everybody, that's all my reasons for why I like each and every one of them. And it'll be hard for anybody else to get in Maddie's Angels, except for maybe Soul, if she keeps this little, here I am, that bullshit going. But like I said yesterday, it's clear. You can see who dates who. Because her and Tyler Bate are clearly the same person in a tag team.
You said that last. Yeah, you said she and Tyler are the exact same compared to Zarya and Pete, and we saw the comparisons Raw to NXT. Like that's a goddamn good point. That's a good point.
Here go Tyler. Hey, what's up? Hey, like
Yeah.
person.
Jada is about to damn near cost me a job the other week. The way every time I tried to get like an image from a match, and it was Jada and Steph. And every time I try to get an image for a match for Facebook was like, you can't be showing this. Like, I can't help it. I can't. It's not my fault. This is how they wrestle, man. It's what they do. Booker T's having a heart attack every week. This man is fighting for his life.
Like, first of all, we can't help how she's built. That is from God.
We can't. That's essentially how I feel. Like, I love Ben Parker in the last thing. Just like to not get in trouble with people, and just be like, oh, I noticed that she got a fat ass, but like that's beside the point. Like, I'm watching wrestling. I know they're gonna be scantily clad. I gotta look. I got at some point in time, I have to ignore that. I have to just be like, can you wrestle?
Everybody is in their underwear. All right,
like, everybody's in their underwear. Like, I'm gonna notice your ass, but if you can't fucking wrestle, I don't give a damn how fucking fat your ass is. I.e., Mr. What's her name? The Lioness, Nikita. Yeah, Nikita.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like,
it means nothing if you can't back that shit up.
Like, her ass went from, she got Abe Simpson real quick. Grand opening, grand closing.
Just this fucking spin around. Exactly.
All right.
Let's roll through this quick so we can get to Dynamite and get out of here. The family are running down the members of the AKA Dark Snake. They're every single one of them is like, all right, Don, here's what we know about this dude. And this is where we learn their names going forward. So first dude is Cutler James. That
wasn't there a James Cutler?
Yes, yeah. James Cutler
that was a James Cutler.
God, what is I cannot.
It was like I almost said Chasing Rance, and that is so not his name.
you don't want it. That once you hear that name, it's going to be a lot harder to get into Chase U. But see, they talk about Cutler James, and first I have to talk about
Jason.
They talk about Dion, and like, yeah, he's a bookworm, but actually he was on the football team and he broke someone's jaw for being mouthy or whatever.
Oh yeah, because I said they naming all these schools, all these ACC schools. I was like, all these schools are ass. Did Tony D? Oh yeah, this guy went to Duke. I knew I didn't like him.
Yeah, D is like, fuck Duke. Like, all right, Tony, you're cool.
Everybody
hate you. Cutler was a wrestler from Duke. There you go. Dion was from
Oregon State, because I was like, that's ass.
Oregon State.
He's from the defunct Pac-12. That's you know your ass.
Yeah. And then
Pac-12 and the ass CC. ACC.
The guy that they named Cutler James, I thought he was going to be Osiris Griffin. So when they're like, all right, here's Osiris Griffin, I was like, what the Osiris Griffin? Him? That's Osiris Griffin? Like that's it's not
Osiris, and then they get this on, and it's like after they finally get to him. At that point, I was like, all right, I see what y'all did now. Mike even gave it. He's like, this ain't the YNWO, this the NIL NWO. Y'all got Saquon Sugars is obviously he is the leader of Dark State as the indie guy. He is the only person with actual wrestling experience. So he is the leader. He is the main shit talker. That's why he's been going last. Mm-hmm. And he's apparently the leader. He's teaching them. He's their NXT pro, essentially. Just like Wes got the Smart Brothers. Saquon.
Yeah, they're all next to certain people. Yeah. Real quick, Tony calls Cutler James a wannabe John Wick. I don't know why.
I don't know. I saw that and it just went over my head because I was just like, what?
But Kenny was talking about this in the chat. Kenny was talking about this in the chat. Tony looks at Stacks and says, all right, Stacks, tell me about Saquon Sugars. And Stacks was scared to talk about this, but like I don't know what he found out about Saquon. Maybe it was just that
he's the one that can. That's what
that might be what it is.
They're like, oh, he's the one that can actually do everything.
He says Saquon is a wild card with a degree from
the streets.
A degree from the streets, from the pavement. And he got offers from Harvard and he turned them down. All right. We get it. We get it. He's the tough and the smart one. All right, we got it.
Yeah, but this man is the black Seth Rollins. he is the architect.
Well, they would show up later in the night. Oba Femi or Trick Williams comes out first to try to talk about Oba. Javon comes out to interrupt him, saying that, hey, I'm the only one that's dropped Oba. I deserve a shot.
Talk your shit, Javon.
And he said, hey, because Trick said, look, you're just a kid at this point. And Javon said, hey, let's talk about experience. What happened the last time you fought Oba? That's a good point. That's a good point, Javon. That's a good point. Oba comes out, tells them both to shut up. They're little manning Javon like Rhea and Bianca are doing to Io. Only difference is Io's a champion and Javon's challenging. Ava comes out and says, all right, stand deliver. The match is official. Is Trick challenging Oba, and Javon is also going to be in it. It's a triple threat. Javon jumps around, gets all excited. Trick lays his ass out with a punch. And as soon as he clocks Javon, the lights go out. We see the boys in the crowd lined up. They're coming down for a fight.
Right.
They lay out. They beat the shit out of Trick and Oba. They give Javon a little power bomb, but that's it.
And giving me more ammunition to me saying, I really still think Javon is part of Dark State because he got a back body drop.
Yeah, they didn't do shit.
He got slapped while Dark State pistol whipped Trick and Oba.
Oba got jumped and then booted through the ropes, and then Trick was the last one left, and they just jumped him, power bombed him, stomped him out. Like, God damn. What happened to Javon? He got
they had Javon. They were like, hey, Javon, we're just gonna rough you up a little bit and just play.
We're gonna make sure we bounce your ass out this ring real quick.
Yep.
We're gonna beat the fuck out of these two.
Right.
And again, it was the second they hit Javon is when those lights went down. I was like, like you're kind of defending your boy, you know?
Yes. And he's talking that shit because at that point, it fell with my theory even more because he's like, oh, so y'all gonna keep doubting me. Oba's looking at him like, stay out of grown folks' business. Trick's looking at him, stay out of grown folks' business. He's like, I'm telling y'all need to watch out for me.
And let's think about this. They wear black and white. What colors did Javon wear last night?
He was matching with them.
Black and white. Yeah. I mean,
people think it's either Trick. They think it's either Trick or they're going with Trick. I think it's Javon or no one. It's either that. It's either or.
I think Javon is a lot more fun of an option. Trick, honestly, he doesn't need to be here anymore. So, like, when this happens, the Trick can get called up and we're fine. Him being down, he's already had his little heel run when he was like Melo's backup guy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to see it. Javon, though.
About it.
Trick,
about it.
About it. Javon, though. Javon, and we saw him talk a little shit last night. John can talk some shit. And him with the group backing him up to be able to keep Oba away from him, it seems more fun. And
you know why it makes sense to him to be the leader of the YNWO, or as Mongo says, because guess what Javon is? He's a YN.
Yeah, like I retweeted it last night. Yeah. They said this triple threat is it's the perfect variation of three different black people, basically. You have the African in Oba. They said like that you got him, and then you got the former athlete / rapper in Trick, and then they called Javon a determined YN. A determined YN and Javon. And I'm like, that is right. That hits the nail on the head. Mm-hmm. You got the full of himself African who thinks he is God's gift because he is big and he wins all the time. You got the dude who like, I don't want to hear it. I already did it, and I'm about to do it again. And that's Trick. And you got Javon like, y'all don't understand. I can do it, and y'all don't want to y'all ain't trying to hear me talking about how I'm going to do it. And when I do it, don't be shocked when it happens. That's literally all he's saying. Like, y'all keep sleeping on me, but I've knocked out Oba. Y'all keep sleeping on me, but I've knocked out Oba twice. I said it from the start months ago. Javon's going to win this NXT title. He going to beat somebody probably like Oba because on some David and Goliath shit. But HBK has totally flipped that on its head and just said, fuck the David and Goliath. Javon is just saying, I'm tired of y'all doubting me. Why y'all keep doubting me? There's nothing to doubt. It's the reason I'm the young OG. It's the reason it's the reason you see him on NXT every damn week since he's been on there.
Well, Matt, you said it from the beginning. This is the Javon Evans show.
It has literally been a Javon Evans show. Like, that's why I picked him up for NWO, because I'm like, this dude is on TV a lot. I don't know what they're about to do, but I'm about to pick him up.
We just saw what he's like when he has a mean streak in him. He damn near killed Ethan Page twice. So we've seen what he can do when you piss him off. So,
and he ain't won no belts. That's the crazy. He hasn't won no belts this whole time. He's got title shots. He stays getting a title shot. At some point, he got to win.
Daniel Bryan, I don't know. Maybe, in a way. Kalani Jordan and Roxanne were to cover that great match. Kalani gets the dub. Main event is
in NXT.
Next week, Obafemi wrestles Javon, or teams with Javon and Trick to take on Dark State. And Jordan Grace takes on Jada Parker. Main event: Shawn Spears, Ricky Saints. It's pretty good match. It's a
decent match. Shocked the hell out of me that Shawn Spears had that's how long his title reign was. So
yeah, Shawn Spears had an interview with Van Vliet, and he was like, "I finally get to give a belt to my son," and like, "Yeah, I worked this hard to get this." Like,
he had the belt. I think he had the belt shorter than Ref Bay's husband.
I think he might have the record for the shortest reign. Yeah, it wasn't even a month. Saints takes out the entire culling by himself, and then Plant Spears with the Rochambeau, and I don't know what we're doing with the culling since they just won a belt. They just lost it and got embarrassed.
Spears couldn't lose. The culling they can't do that because then what's going to happen to the culling? HBK is like, fuck the culling. Ricky,
they're about to be gone.
Ricky. Yeah, they about to be pink slip.
They better get fired.
Except for Izzy.
Izzy's gonna find something.
Yeah,
after the match, Saints is attacked by Ethan Page, who drops him with a twisted grim. So we're gonna get Page and Saints at Stand and Deliver for the title, which I am more excited for that than if it had been Shawn and him
they really did do a good 180 with that. It's like, you know what? We just realized that we're going to have Shawn Spears wrestling on a Saturday morning. How are we going to nah. He'll probably still be involved some way, somehow. Like, now that we've just ripped the Band-Aid on triple threats, I guess we could have triple threat, fatal 4-way, 5-way, ladder, something. I don't know.
They said we cannot have Shawn Spears as walking in as champion at our biggest PLE. Oh no!
At Mania weekend, I think not.
Oh God! I just figured out what they're gonna do now. Ew.
All right. Well, but let's hold that thought. This match had a little bit of controversy at the end of it, in which, again, the crowd did not know when to shut the hell up and started the Tony Fumbled chant throughout the entire ending of the show.
Oh my goodness. Again.
Yes. He should have been a bigger deal in AEW. Yes, absolutely. Ricky should have been a bigger deal in AEW. WWE has fumbled talent too.
Every company fumbles talent. Like no company is perfect. Like AEW fumbled Swerve. I mean, WWE fumbled Swerve. AEW fumbled Ricky. They also, a lot of the stuff like with them, it's just like a lot of the fumbles are just, it just wasn't their time. Or or people are like Tony Storm, and they're like, "Fuck this shit! You ain't about to throw no pies in my face."
Lexus said a few weeks ago, "It's like, hey, look, it's just a different structure over there. I think it worked out better for me here, but it works out better for other people when they go there." That's all it really is. Most of the time, it's just that some people
like people find their fits, and
some people are better when they're allowed to do their own thing. Where WWE, we know for a fact, it is very structured. You are told what to say. You are told what to do. And some people, it's better for them to go down that road, and others, it's not.
Yeah, like I like Ricky Starks. I don't like Ricky Saints because he's kind of reeled in.
Yeah. But here's the issue. Wrestlers taking shots at these companies back and forth, it's annoying because after a while, we kind of got tired of it. But it's them doing it. It's fine. It's whatever. Fans, shut the fuck up.
Right. We're not getting paid by AEW or WWE.
No.
It makes sense for the wrestlers to do it. That's their policy.
Just watch the show, man. If you like it, you can cheer it. If you don't, you can say the show sucks. But don't go in there doing this bullshit. It was fun for a year and a half. And ever since then, it has been the most aggravating part of anything that's been on TV. Whether it was Punk in AEW taking shots at WWE or Punk in WWE taking shots at AEW. We just had Big Bill call out Ricky because Ricky took a shot at AEW. And Bill had to get his lick back because he rightfully needed to get his lick back.
Right. And it's just stupid now for them to say it because it's like, I didn't even say this when Ethan Page popped up. And he won the NXT title.
It's just that anytime they try to do this, especially in front of like an actual big live crowd that's not their home turf, no one fucking cares because no one fucking cares.
Like the tribalism really needs to die at this point. Like just watch what you want to watch. Question: with WWE having problems making matches for Mania, now having problems with the stand and deliver start time, wouldn't it be easier and smarter having NXT at Mania?
They're never gonna bring that.
It's just the downside of WrestleMania being 2 nights because the old way was a 1-night WrestleMania and then NXT would have the night before. But now what you have 2 nights, it basically gives NXT the morning of or afternoon of.
Yeah, hell, the Hall of Fame got moved to Friday after SmackDown.
Right. Essentially, what they need to get rid of for that week is SmackDown, but they can't.
Exactly. Because originally it was Hall of Fame Saturday night and Mania Sunday night, and then we got NXT, so it was NXT's pay-per-view and then the Hall of Fame Saturday, Mania Sunday. Now Mania has 2 nights. You got to put NXT show somewhere, but I mean, what else can you do? AEW has also moved their stuff around. Like All in Texas is going to be, I think, during SummerSlam weekend, and they're doing a 2 p.m. show to just avoid the hassle. Which honestly makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. It's when you have that much shit to worry about from one company, it's these shows. It's Mania Night 1 and Night 2. They're doing that weird ass roast thing.
Yeah, it's so many events this year for WrestleMania, which irritates me because it's just like y'all have bent over backwards as part of this merger for every corporate thing to do. I don't care about the roast. It's just an opportunity for it to be streamed. I don't want to see people tell jokes that bad. Y'all made Wale Mania a Netflix event. I love Wale Mania, but that's always been something I would follow on Twitter because I'm not going to be in the WrestleMania city.
And Mania Week has the majority of WrestleMania Week used to be a lot of indies are going to show up and run shows, do cool shit, and then the weekend belongs to WWE. Now WWE is taking over the entire week and filling it with so much shit that we don't need. And that goddamn Hall of Fame is going to run for 6 hours because Triple H's entrance is going to take 3.
Yeah, because if y'all haven't remembered, and if you forgot, Triple H used to be a wrestler, and if you didn't know that, they're going to bash you upside the head with it by playing "Bow Down to the King" and all that about 40 times. And if you're on YouTube, you're going to see every match. Because coincidentally, after I said that ladder match was ass, it was one of the best ladder matches of all time. Oh my!
Did you see who was it? Was it Ariel Helwani that was like WrestleMania 9 is one of the greatest manias of all time? No, the fuck it's not.
Ass.
Mania sucks.
It was trash.
Terrible.
WrestleMania. I was talking to Greg about this because they're doing a documentary all about WrestleMania 9. WrestleMania 9 took place in Las Vegas. If y'all don't know anything about WrestleMania 9, you'll remember this for the simple fact. It's the WrestleMania 9 that randomly had Hulk Hogan in as WWF champion. That WrestleMania, there ain't nothing great about that WrestleMania. I've never watched that WrestleMania because it's just fuckery. Like I think about that WrestleMania and be like, oh yeah, 10 is next. Like 10 is where the good stuff happens. You get Owen versus Brett. 9, I don't know what happens at 9, but it's getting a documentary. It doesn't need one. Yeah. Because all they're gonna tell you is about how it's sucked ass.
It wasn't where it was supposed to be. Things didn't work out well because it was during the daytime. It's all this stupid shit.
Yeah, like thinking of 10. Yeah, you had, like Matt said, Brett versus Owen. You also had Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels.
Right, like you got
the greatest matches ever to make up for that bullshit. And speaking of Vegas, that's why they've done having this extravaganza now. Look where it's located this year in fucking Vegas.
Yep.
So you
know make it out to be a bigger deal.
Asshole to Sin City. You know it.
Anybody trying to tell you the WrestleMania that had Taker and Giant Gonzalez is one of the greatest manias of all time?
Yeah, that's the WrestleMania. WrestleMania. Giant Gonzalez. Me as a starting out wrestling fan, is that dude naked? That's all.
We all thought it. Do y'all think putting matches in the Hall of Fame is a good idea?
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
As long as they're willing to do like matches that we don't think they're the most fucking obvious. Like, all right, we're gonna put Rock and Hogan in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. I guess, but like there are more important things. Like you said, Brett and Owen. Put Brett and Owen in, but also can you put Owen in the Hall of Fame?
Right. Like the way they're going about it. I love the way, because one of the podcasts I listened to said like UFC already does it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like
that's why they're doing it, because UFC.
Right. Like, I love the way they coined it. They call it the immortal moment. That's perfect. I'm fine with that. WrestleMania is the showcase of the immortals. The immortal moment. Austin, Bret Hart. That's an iconic moment. Like
it's a vital part in wrestling history.
Right.
That's the birthplace of the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Like that's WrestleMania. Without WrestleMania 13, we don't get 14. You're definitely not getting 15, and you ain't getting 17.
We got to wrap up, so we're gonna talk about this later. But tomorrow, we're gonna talk about this because I want to know what matches y'all would want to put in the Hall of Fame. Chat too. Think about it. What matches you think deserve to be in it? Whether it's a WWE match, WCW match, whatever. What are matches that you think deserve? If you're gonna do Hall of Fame, what matches should be in there? Okay. Let's talk about Dynamite real quick. It's about to come on, so let's wrap up fast. We've got Dynamite tonight. It is the last Dynamite before Dynasty this weekend. Rumored that we're going to have Athena versus Mercedes there, but I don't think that's confirmed yet. That might be something they do in Texas since Athena is from Texas.
Rushing it since it just started last week, essentially.
Yeah, they're known for milk and shit. So I would milk this as much as they can.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Mox and Marina Shafir in a mixed tornado tag against Swerve and Willow Nightingale.
Okay.
So if anything, Willow and Shafir get some time, which is nice. Swerve,
Right.
Mox, I don't care anymore, but you know,
They'll be there.
Cope takes on Claudio because we're doing the trios match at Dynasty.
Of course.
Yeah. Osprey returns. He's been gone for a long time. I don't know where the hell he's been. But Osprey's back, I guess, to. Does he have anything for Dynasty?
I don't think he does.
No.
He's been out since God, it's been a while. It's been a few weeks. Yeah, he doesn't have anything for Dynasty, so I don't know what they're gonna do with him. And then we're gonna have Tony Storm versus Penelope Ford. Ford, of course, is gonna have Megan Bain in her corner. That's what we have for Dynamite right now. It's not much, but again, anytime that's what we're given, anytime a show doesn't have a lot on the board, it usually ends up being pretty good. So it's the last Dynamite before Dynasty, y'all. Watch it. We're doing predictions for Dynasty tomorrow. So it's important to know what the hell's going on in that company. I'm talking to chat. I'm also talking to Mike and Matt and Kenny. If you pay attention. Thanks for joining us, folks. We ran a little long tonight, but we'll be back tomorrow, 9-ish, to do the Dynasty predictions. That's right. Kanisha and Mike went perfect last time. Good luck doing that again. Though again, I have faith in Kanisha. I had none in Mike because I want his ass to lose. But you can follow us at facebook.com/UnderTheRingPod and twitch.tv/UnderTheRingPod. You can also find us. Sorry, I'm doing this. I'm trying to rush. Go there to know when we go live. We go live Monday through Wednesday, 6-ish, Thursdays, 9-ish, to know when we go live for anything else. Give us a follow. You can get our personal links at Linktree and Fingertip /UnderTheRingPod. You go to either one of those, you're going to get our personal links. I am at Greg Bush SK on Twitter and Greg Bush on Blue Sky. Kenny is at Rock Ribs 44. One of our double champions, the current Reggie Simpson Memorial Predictions champion and one half of the Are You Fucking Serious quiz champions, Mike Champa at Mr. Freshbeard. Our other double champion, the Forever Intercontinental champion, and the other half of the Are You Fucking Serious quiz champions, Mr. Matty Raines at The Right Answer. Tito, who joined us earlier, Borea Maliente, our brother, and another, again, recent father, and street team captain. And last but not least, our good friend, local news correspondent, Justin Devontae Baxley. Whew! That was a lot. All right, folks. Have a great Wednesday night. We'll see you tomorrow. Watch Dynamite. Get some dinner. Get some drinks. And most importantly,
Hey!
y'all.
Yeah, y'all! Peace out, man! Peace out, man!
Hey.
Peace out, Keisha! Peace out,
Hey.
Peace out, man!
Hey.
Peace.